which is the short run, right? So you produce here. This is the, okay, this is the third. Sorry guys. Here we go. Third year you will produce here. So if you take the long run, you connect all those efficient scale. So it becomes a long run, you see here, a long run average total cost, long run average total cost. So now find yourself, if you are in this region, let me just clear all this mess. If you manage yourself to stay here in this area, it means you are enjoying the economies of scale, right? If your long run average total cost tells you that, okay, you are producing here, either here, here, this is all the constant return to scale. You see here, you are producing 1,000 to 1,200, your cost remains the same, 10,000. Right? Now your question is, sir, we are enjoying the economies of scale, but we are having 12,000. Remember, you are here, but when you start producing more, your costs start decreasing as well, right? So that's why you expand. So have you ever, thought about Japan is so small country and how it managed to, survive its industry, or just take one industry of the automobile, for example, Toyota. Look at this massive scale. How they are surviving, because they are maintaining, let me clear all this mess and tell you here, because they are managing to stay here. How? By expanding to multinational corporation. So it expands to the other countries. So it has a factory inside Japan, and then in China, and then also in other countries, in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, in India, in US, in European Union, right? So whenever they think that they are now here, they expand their business and they're back to constant scale, right? So that's why the countries, the companies, they want to expand globally. Why? Because they want to enjoy their economies of scale and constant return to scale. So if you look at their average total cost curve, it looks like this, or you can see the L-shaped curve. L-shaped long run average total cost, right? Because they want to remain here. So their average total cost curve is look like L-shaped curve, right? Okay, let's talk further. You see here, this economies of scale occurs when so on the third year, you're still producing on efficient scale, but one can say that we are producing on efficient scale, the minimum of every total cost. But when you look at the long run average, you are not on the efficient scale. You may be on the efficient scale in short run, but you are not. See here, the ATC in short run, but ATC in the long run, it is this economies of scale. So are we clear about the concept of economies of scale, constant return to scale, and diseconomies of scale? David Fike, Kunjun Kim, Isaac, Paula,
Yes.
Jody, Marilyn, Miria, Osama, Pinyo, Sunho,
Yes.
Subhan, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you understand that concept, then please answer this question. In the long run, for from A, total cost is $105 when the output is 3 units, and 120 when output is 4 units. Does a firm A exhibit economies or diseconomies of scale? Now answer this question.
I think it's economies of scale, since the average total cost is falling as output rises.
So you say it's D.
Yeah.
Anyone else who has a different story?
C.
C, and you say that economies of scale, but total cost is rising and output rises, right?
Yeah.
So we have another answer, C. Please all participate. Kim, Sunho, Marilyn, Miria.
I think D.
D. Marilyn and Miria. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Please also participate. Okay, let's talk about this question.
D.
D or B?
C.
C. Let's talk about this question. Here we go. So a firm A's total cost is 105 when it produces 3 output. 120 when it produces 4. Whether this is economies or diseconomies of scale. So what is economies of scale, guys? When you produce more, your cost is decreasing, right? Refers, let me erase all the mess here. So refers to a property where when you produce more, the every total cost start falling. So let's see here. So what is the average total cost here? 105 divided by 3. What is the answer?
35.
35. And the average total cost here, 120 divided by 4. Answer is
30.
So by producing more from 3 to 4 units, your cost decreased from 35 to 30. This is economies of scale. So which one is the answer, C or D?
B.
So those who says C, no. Why? Because total cost, since the total cost is rising as output rises, since the every total cost is falling as output rises. Oh, okay, okay. I made a mistake here. Okay, I understand. There should be average here. Okay. There is average here. In that case, C is not the answer. Otherwise, C is also correct. Why? Because this is we're talking about the total cost, not the average total cost. Okay, in that scenario, if I put average here, let me put average here. So wait a second. Here we go. Share screen. Here we go. Now, you see here, I made a mistake here, so I'm just going to correct that. So C is not the answer. Why? Because economies of scale, yes. Since every total cost is rising, no. Every total cost is falling from 35 to 30. So D would be the answer. Right? Okay, that's the end of our class. So we also going to have our assignment as well. I'm going to be putting the assignment on our WeChat group. And also on Blackboard. Okay, so if you have any question, please do ask in our WeChat group as well. And also, the time limit for this assignment is the next class. Our next class is on 20th April, right? And in our next class, we'll talk about the structure of midterm as well. If you have a question, please ask. Otherwise, our class is over.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Nice weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.